Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our first webinar of the season. And Eric's on the line. Eric, could you please say hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Just some housekeeping. If you have a question, put it in the chat box, and we'll get to those at the end of the presentation. Eric and I have been doing this for quite some time. I've been doing this for nearly 17 years. Eric's been with us for about 6 years. We are the dynamic duo of the individual market here in Ohio. Follow us on social media and check out our Monday Minute. Lots of good, important details about the insurance industry are posted out there on the Monday Minute. So let's discuss ASP, the Agency Services Program, help you in the event there's a market that you don't want to address, and your clients, your family, no matter the situation, and help you move forward in the event that you're going to retire or something of that nature. And to become an ASP broker, check out our website at the bottom, and we'll get you started on ASP, Agency Services Program. And without further ado, I'm going to toss it to Angela. So, Angela, I'm going to make you the presenter, okay?
Okay, thanks. So if anyone's new to DCPG, so we are a local company in Cincinnati, and we have individual and family plans available in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Okay, so the individual and family plans are available, as I mentioned, for DCPG in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. So Ohio and Kentucky will have a territory for HMO and a territory for PPO, and then Indiana is a PPO. So for DCPG, we also have exchange plans that are offered on the marketplace, and we have expanded those states. So we are in the states that are listed there. Just a little update, we were in Georgia. We are no longer in Georgia for the marketplace. We have transitioned the Georgia marketplace for DentaTrust, DCPG's marketplace company, to DentaQuest. And we will continue to do that. The plan is to transition DentaTrust marketplace plans over to DentaQuest plans. And the plans are very similar. So will still be continuous coverage, and we will keep adding additional plans to the DentaQuest marketplace plans. So for DentaQuest, we're offered in various states, so Arizona, Georgia, Illinois, and then the rest of the states that are mentioned here. Those are PPO, and then you'll see EPO plans as well. So EPO is like an HMO, it's an exclusive provider organization. And then DentaQuest marketplace plans are offered in the states that are mentioned here. And those are all PPO plans. And then we also have California Dental Network in California. I don't know if anyone is licensed in California, but if you are, you can send me a little note, and we can introduce you to the California Dental Network plans. So for DCPG, for those of you who are familiar, our plans did not change when DentaQuest acquired DCPG. The coverages are the same. There's 4 plans offered in each territory. Plans offer preventive, basic, and major depending on the selection. So we have Plan 1, Plan 2, Plan 3, and Plan 4. And if you have a member transitioning from group to individual within a 12-month period from the term date of the group policy to the new individual plan, we will waive the waiting periods. So this is just an overview of the preventive, basic, and major coverage. We do have an exclusive covered services document as well. And I can share those documents after the presentation. So this is the Ohio service area. Just wanted to show you where the HMO is offered for Butler, Claremont, Hamilton, and Warren counties, and then the PPO service area. And it's based on the zip code. Kentucky, the same situation. It's Boone, Campbell, Kenton, and Pendleton County for the HMO, and then the rest of the state is PPO. So essentially, we have an 8-county area of the PPO, and just a little background, that's where Dental Care Plus first launched about 30 years ago, and we were owned by dentists. So we leveraged those dentist relationships to build a very big HMO network. So today we have about 85% of the dentists in those 8 counties participating in the HMO. And for the PPO, we have large networks as well, within and out of network coverage, and we also have the Dentamax wraparound to expand the network. So here's an overview of the 4 plans I had mentioned: Plan 1, 2, 3, and 4. No fancy name, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for Plan 1, it's a 150-0. So the client will get coverage for preventive and basic, with 1,000 annual max. Plan 2 is a 60-60-60 with a 2,000 annual max. So Plan 2 is really geared for a client who knows that they're going to have a lot of major services, maybe dentures, maybe an older client who needs dentures or crowns and things like that. Plan 3 is a 150-50. So the coverage is offered for preventive, basic, and major with a $1,000 deductible. And Plan 4 is our richest plan with a 180-50 with a 1,500 annual max. So Plan 4 and Plan 2, or I'm sorry, Plan 3 and 4 are geared towards clients who are used to having the rich coverage, maybe coming off of a group plan, so that they can have comparable coverages. And then down at the bottom is a reminder for the HMO counties. The PPO, the great thing about the PPO and the HMO is that the plans are the same in terms of the coverages offered for each category. The difference is the out-of-network coverage. So out-of-network is a 10% differential. So you'll see the out-of-network coverages, the percentages under each category: preventive, basic, and major. So for example, for Plan 1, which was a 180-50 for the HMO, it's a 180-50 for the PPO as well. Out-of-network services would be 90-70-40. And then the annual maxes remain the same. So I had mentioned about the HMO network with 85% of the dentists. And we also have a Find a Dentist tool. If we have time, Geoff, I can go over the Find a Dentist tool on the DCPG website if we have time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So enrollment details. So if you were enrolling clients prior to February of 2021, you were using the Dental Care Plus enrollment website. In February, we transitioned over to the DentaQuest website, which is called the SQE website, Shop, Quote, and Enroll. Cornerstone has a personalized URL. So every broker who has the hierarchy of using Cornerstone as their GA will use the Cornerstone URL. And we have created a pick list for the broker to select yourself, or if a client is enrolling, you'll want to make sure that you communicate to the client when you're sharing your URL to select you as the broker, so you're linked to the enrollment. You can enroll 2 months prior. We did not change the age-based rating. It's still 54 and under and 55 and over. And we did not change the tiers. Those are the same. And we did not change the dependent children aging off, which is in Ohio, it's 19, Kentucky's 25, and Indiana's 26. Although these are on our priority list, we want to make sure that we are hearing broker suggestions and client suggestions. We want to make sure that we're able to continue coverage for children or dependents in college all the way up to age 26. So that's one of the changes that we have on our priority list to enhance those ages or increase those ages. Brokers are paid 10% commission for a new policy and renewals. So that's the life of the policy. And then I already mentioned the pick list. I can also show you that at the end. So many of you have worked with Stephanie Mortensen. She is no longer with the company. She left back in August to go with a Medicare plan. She's in the same role. She still works with brokers. You may have already met her or maybe saw her at a roadshow. I couldn't think of what you call it. It's called the roadshow. So she's still a great friend of ours, and we miss her, but we did hire Paul Chester back in September, and he is a great asset. He used to sell Medicare, and so he really can understand what brokers are looking for and wants to get to know each and every one of you. So if you want to reach out to Paul and schedule a personalized overview, he's more than happy to do that. Here's his direct information. And we also have a DQ broker sales support at dentaquest.com. So there's a team who handles those questions or anything that we may need to get involved with you. You can email Paul or you can email the team. If you get Paul's out of office, he's going to tell you to go ahead and email the team. And I monitor that group, that distribution list as well. So if you ever have urgent issues, please do not hesitate to let us know. And you can email me too. So I would be angela.whitaker@greatdentalplans.com. So we were bought out by Sun Life. I'll go ahead and mention that. And we're really excited to be a part of their family. We really haven't started any type of project management. So I really don't have any updates in terms of what's going to happen with individual, but from everything that I gather, I think we're still going to offer the great plans. You'll still have the contacts here with Paul and myself. And I think we will add on additional plan that Sun Life offers because they do have a discount plan that they offer out there in many states. So I think we're going to expand in states. We're going to add new plans, and we will take a look at the 4 DCPG plans and the DentaQuest plans as well, because on SQE, there are DentaQuest plans there as well. So we'll look at the portfolio and we'll try to transition to maybe down to 4 or 5 plans with the comprehensive coverage and plans that are going to meet every client's needs. So that's the presentation for DCPG. Geoff, how much time do I have?
Oh, we got plenty of time. We'll probably wrap things up at the end of the hour. So
okay. So is it okay if I go out to the website?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
And by all means, if you have any questions, put them in the question box. And we'll get to those. Just everything and anything. In fact, you know, tell me if the sound is working, if the screens are working, that kind of thing. Just shoot a comment in the question box so we can address that.
Oh, sorry, Geoff. Do we have any questions so far?
None so far. None
okay.
So far.
All right. Yeah. If you have any questions for me, just let me know. Send them in the chat. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? I want to make sure I have the right monitor selected.
Yeah,
so,
I see it perfectly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you're using Cornerstone's customized URL, and you're selecting the plans, actually, I probably should go back for you, but I wanted to show you this part. For those of you not familiar with the Cornerstone URL, and this is new to SQE. Well, we probably created it in May of 2021. So every broker we have appointed through Cornerstone as the GA will be listed in this dropdown. So this is based on our CRM of appointments. So what you're going to do is when you're enrolling your client, you're going to go through here and select yourself. So you are linked to the broker. So I was looking to see if you were in here, Geoff.
No, I wouldn't be in there.
You're not appointed with us.
I'm the wholesaler.
You're not, you don't
I'm
sell.
a back office type person. So.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, you might see John Carroll in there. You might see. You can choose one of the ARC members or pretty much anybody.
Here's Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
So this is going to link Judy to the Cornerstone enrollment. So down the line, what happens is when the policy is entered into our client system, which is called Windward, we will see that Cornerstone and Judy's linked. And this is a way for us to make sure that when we send the report each month for commissions, the broker is appropriately linked. We still have TVS and Epic for DCPG plans. So TVS is the Total Vision Services discount plan, and Epic is the hearing discount plan. Today, we do not have those two discount plans offered on the DentaQuest plans. So I wanted to show you. When when you're entering in the zip code, which is a DCPG zip code, and a DentaQuest personal dental plan zip code, such as Ohio, you're going to see, and actually I entered Kentucky. So DentaQuest is not offered in Kentucky. So you're only going to see the DCPG plans. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So my bad. Let me put in an Ohio zip code. So for Ohio, DentaQuest offers plans as well. So when you put in the zip code for Ohio, what's going to populate are the 7 plans available for Ohio. The first 3 plans are the DentaQuest personal dental plans. So here's the first plan, Ohio. It's called the personal dental plan. The second plan is personal dental plan basic. And then the third one is the plus plan. And then you'll see the DCPG plans. And these are loaded by price. So you'll see the least expensive there. If you want to see the plan details, there are several links here. And this is on all plans. So this is the personal dental plan, which is $9.84 a month. And then you'll see the amount here. So this plan is going to be like an oral care for checkups, x-rays, cleanings. And then if you want to see the benefit summary for all plans, you'll see them here. These are the DentaQuest benefit summaries. So it shows you here that this one is a preventive only. And then if you want to enroll, there's an enroll button, which takes you to the application. And then that's where you're going to pick yourself as the broker. And DCPG plans are the same. They're really set up to be consistent with the information. So the plan details are here. The deductibles, the waiting periods, and then you'll have this grid. The enrollment application is very simplified. It's just a couple pages, personal information. If they've had prior coverage with DCPG, so if they're coming off of a group plan, and we have a little question here just to remind brokers that it is within 12 months for the waiting period criteria. So you would select yes here, and then you would enter in the DCPG member number here. And this is if they have other dental. All right, so I want to go to, I have heard from some brokers regarding the find a dentist. So I want to try to simplify the find a dentist if I can. So we still have the Dental Care Plus page under dcpg.com. And what you're going to do for DCPG is you're going to find a dentist. Now, if it's for DentaQuest, you're going to use the find a dentist under that shop quote and enroll. Because there are different networks for DentaQuest and DCPG. So I'm going to choose a location. I'm going to choose Cincinnati, and I'm going to say, yes, this is correct. And I think this might be where many brokers are not able to find the dentist. Are you able to see this okay, Geoff?
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I do here versus selecting a plan, I'm going to scroll down to find Dental Care Plus, which is right here. So here's DCPG. So 45245, I believe, is what I put in here. So that is going to be an HMO network. So for DCPG, for group, and for individual, we share the same network other than the balance value, because balance value is a special network that group created for employer groups who wanted, they didn't want that robust network. They didn't need it, and they wanted to save some money in terms of the employee payment. So that's under group. Everything else is DCPG. So I'm sorry, individual and group. So we have highlighted individual here. So you're going to go to the individual HMO. Confirm selection. And then it's going to take you to this page to help you with your search. So I'm just going to put in my dentist. And here he is, Ben Messmer. So here's Ben's information page. So you'll see the address, and it's really important to verify the address because many dentists have several locations, but they may not participate in the network at a location, not all locations. So you really find that for those bigger provider offices that may have 6 or 7 dentists, and some of them travel to different locations, you have to make sure that the access point location participates. So my dentist only has 1 location. So what I'm going to look for here is these little dots, and it says 5 plans accepted at this location. Now, one important thing too is if the person is looking for a provider in the network, they don't have one today, Ben's not accepting new patients. So just collecting that information from the client is helpful, because if it's a new patient, he may not be participating. So I clicked on the plans that he participates, and this says accepting new patients. So that's inconsistent. I'll have to check with our provider relations person. So for individual, Dr. Messmer participates in the HMO and the PPO. So this is where you can verify your client's dentist participates in the network. So again, just to summarize, I went to dcpg.com. I went to find a dentist. I put in the zip code. I confirmed the zip code is correct. The plan field came up. I ignored the plan field and I scrolled down to find DCPG, clicked on HMO. So you would click on HMO or PPO, and then it's going to take you to the find a dentist. You know, what are you looking for here? And I click the dentist by name, which to me seems to be the best way to find a dentist. You can do by specialty and you can do by office or facility. So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, very good, very good. And we have some time for some questions. I got a few we want to start off with. First of all, Angela, spell your last name and provide your email as well.
Okay, so my email is going to be Angela, ANGELA .Whitaker, WHITACRE at greatdentalplans.com.
At greatdentalplans.com. Okay. And your phone number?
My phone number is 513-554-3181. Okay.
And is there a screenshot of Paul's contact information, or can you rattle that off?
Yeah, let me go back to that.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think it was at the beginning.
Can you see it?
No, I'm still in the go-to support screen.
I think I'm on a different monitor.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I've got a couple monitors up here.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Let's see if I can get it bigger for you. There we go.
All right. By all means, if you have any questions, put them in the question box. We have another question. Okay. So as you jot that down, member services does a good question.
So you just mentioned member services. So for DCPG, our member services customer service phone number has not changed. So you would still.
If we're unable to get your question answered. Our quotes for
Geoff, can you hear me?
It's jumping in and out. Maybe close a couple of screens and that'll clear up some bandwidth. Then we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, not sure what I did. This is the first time I've ever experienced the go-to webinar, so.
It's a voiceover, so it has issues with the bandwidth. So it's always best not to, like if you're on the internet, you want to close that out because that takes up a lot of bandwidth. Because I think when you went to that screen, that's what came up.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for sharing the information.
We can hear you loud and clear. So,
okay, so I was going to give
the
Nope, go ahead.
Quotes for under 55, quotes for over 55.
What was that?
How do you distinguish quotes for under 55, and how do you find quotes for over 55?
So when you're in the application and you enter in the subscriber's date of birth, the rate's going to populate, and the rate will be for under 55 or over 55. So it's based on the subscriber's age.
Okay, perfect. How much of an increase is it for over 55?
It's not very much. I don't know the exact percentage. I can share a document with you.
Okay.
So we'll do the Cincinnati area, the HMO.
Okay.
I hope you're not following my clicking because I'm clicking the wrong documents.
And Angela, her point is only under 55 rates show up when you initially quote, which is an issue. So.
Yes, I get that, and I agree, and I'm trying to get that updated. So if we roll over to Sun Life's shop quote and enrollment site, I will be so happy. So the system is set up to only put in one rate. So when you enter the date of birth, that's when the true rate's going to populate. Yeah, I get it. That is a problem. I apologize for that.
Our agents are really attentive. Nothing escapes their scrutiny. So.
Yeah, my advice would be to use this rate sheet prior to entering in the quote. So can you see the rate sheet, Geoff?
I can.
Okay, so here's the HMO 2023 Ohio rate sheet. And you'll see the 3 plans here. And under 54, I'm sorry, and over 55. So you can see the rates here. So for an individual plan 4, under is 40.11, over is 54.26.
Okay.
So I can shoot you these documents as well. Do you have a place to file DCPG plan sheets?
Well, we can get those out in the subsequent email.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up. One more question, Paul's phone number one more time. I guess the 512 number, right?
Yeah, so Paul is in Nebraska. So when I hired to replace Melita and Stephanie, I did not have to look right here in our area because we also handle other brands for DentaQuest. So we're handling DentaQuest and other states. We're also handling California Dental Network. So, and we're all remote employees. But don't think that he's going to not be responsive. He's very responsive. And, you know, we're here for you if you have questions. Shoot us the email, call us, whatever you need to do. And I don't know his phone number by heart.
Well, I did find it on my screen. It's well, I just had it in my phone. It's 512-231-4159. So
Thanks,
again,
Geoff.
area code 512-231-4159. And
I can send you the presentation as well if you want to.
Yeah, we'll send this in a subsequent email. And I guess, you know, I appreciate you being flexible and pinch hitting for Paul. I hope he feels better. And, you know, by all means, everybody, I really appreciate you joining us this morning. And, you know, we'll give you a follow-up email in a minute. And I guess with that, any final thoughts, Angela?
I just want to thank you for inviting us. Again, I miss everyone in the Cincinnati area and the DCPG area. So if you have any questions and feedback, just like the 54 and under and 55, the age that populates on SQE, you can continue to share your feedback. You know, we do make changes based on broker feedback, and believe me, if it's something that's a pain point for you, it's going to be a pain point for Paul. It's going to be a pain point for me because we hear it from brokers daily. So we do have a list of pain points, and I'm hoping Sun Life will help us to make it easier for brokers to sell our plans. So don't hesitate to share your feedback. We're open to that. And
Great.
thanks again.
Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.